Tuesday night baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of a 4-game midweek series between the Frisco RoughRiders and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball straight ahead right after this. Richard Valdez, a right-hander out of the bullpen, would get the starting assignment. Bob, what do we know about this man? Well, remember, this guy has a pretty good reservoir. He's got an arsenal of a lot of kind of pitches, and so far this guy can really strike out the side. Felipe Neve will be the first one in the batter's box as we are about ready to go here this evening. And first pitch by Valdez. And we are underway as that four-seam fastball is inside the zone. Called strike, going one. Boy, first pitch of the ball game and now having a little bit of a disagreement. So far, Navy is not having a good talk about that, but he cannot really argue the ball and strike command. Right there, high in the air to center field. Center fielder will get it. There's one quick out to begin this half inning. A chance now, let's give you the visiting starting lineups. And so far, Bob, who do we see out there in the 7 spot? Yes, Ryan Straussberger, the designated hitter. He's pretty good hitting in this one. I mean, he can really get things done on this defense. Here is Josh Huggins now. And there's a pitch in and the cold strike, going one. 71 degrees, clear skies. Wind's blowing 7 miles an hour from the right field area, so not a bad night for baseball. We have fans in their, well, short t-shirts and a few jackets you can see in the audience. We will be down to the 60s when we're done. 1-1. That changeup inside, called strike, a ball and 2 strikes. So far, happy Taco Tuesday. And Bob, what do we got here tonight, beginning this 4-game homestand? Well, I do see that on the schedule, we have our first $2 Tuesday. Pretty nice, right? Right there to right field. That one will be a high fly out near the right field wall. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Well, here defensively for the lineup for the home side. So far, Bob, who do we see in the catcher spot? Yeah, the Rocky Gale guy. He's got a pretty good, phenomenal throwing arm. He can throw guys out at second trying to steal. Here's Javier Roses. 2 away and nobody on base. Right there, that one is fouled and away, and the count 0-1. So far, $2 Tuesday. Tomorrow night, Military Appreciation Night. Dollar Night Thursday night. And Las Misiones t-shirt giveaway. They're the first 2,000 fans that enter the ballpark at 6 o'clock. High in the air. Left fielder running after it. And he's got it. A 1-2-3 inning, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom half of the first, and we have no score. Steve Johnson, a right-hander out of the Frisco bullpen, will get the starting assignment for the home half of the first inning. And Bob, what do we got to know about this guy? Well, he's got a pretty good ERA. ERA's pretty good, and so far throwing arm, he's got it going. Here's Luis Barora, the center fielder, as we strive for the bottom of the first inning on this beautiful Tuesday night. Here's pitch. That one's going to be lined up the middle for the base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he drives one up to center. Pretty nice play right there, as that's going to put a manager on a smiling side. I don't blame him at all. I mean, it is a pretty good one. Here is Adam Zohoric now. Runner at first and nobody out. And four-seam fastball, count now 0-1. So, Bob, we saw these guys in red. I mean, their jerseys were red with riders on the jersey. And they had the old logo and old patches. But what do you like about this logo that we see right now? Well, it's a pretty good logo. I mean, they did reveal that the logo change was successful. And so far, all they had to do was pretty much figure out some ideas. I mean, RoughRiders was a good name, Texas Rangers affiliate. And so far, pretty good on that one. Here's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one swing and a miss. The curveball gets Zohoric down. And there's the first out of the inning. Well, let's take a quick pause, and we got the starting lineups for the home side. And I see a guy out there in the catcher duties. Is Rocky Gale in the 7th spot. Got a pretty good throwing arm, if I do say so myself, and he's pretty got one. Yeah, the guy right there, he's pretty much a big throwing arm when it comes to somebody trying to steal from first to second like they always do. So runner at first. 1 away in the bottom of 1. That one, four-seam fastball down low, and the count now 2 balls and no strikes. So far after this 4-game homestand, Mission's back on the road as they head to Corpus Christi. Then come home and play an 8-game homestand between the Midland Rockhounds and the Corpus Christi Hooks. So 3 balls and no strikes on deck is Brian Henley. Pretty good, as he's looking for the 4-pitch walk and get him on base easily. Remember, it's best not to get your hopes up, but evidently, let's see what happens now. And Johnson, 4-pitch walk, as that will be first and second now. Still 1 away in the inning. And pretty good. Now you got a man in scoring position and looking for the base hit here. So far and wide outside that fastball, and the count now 1 ball and no strikes. Pretty good. You get one far out there, and he'll bring home the runner from second. And that's going to be lined right there, and that will bounce right off the shortstop. Oh, my good gracious me. Boy, we got to look at the replay again. Toink! Right there. There's the problem. It was right off him. That goes down as a base hit. Boy, that thing just bulleted right off of the guy. You don't see that every day. Now with bases loaded, that's going to bring in the next batter. So he takes an 0-1 count. That is the right fielder, Lance Levy. Bags loaded up, and that means buy you lunch if he grand slams this thing out of here. And that is right there, lined up to right field for the base hit. 1 run in to score. And that will keep the bases loaded. And what a way to get on the board easily. Boy, I tell you what, I mean, these guys looking to win. Their last road series at Frisco, they got swept. And they're just looking for revenge after what happened on the road. So you saw that 4-game away series? Yeah, I did. I mean, it's before these missions were about to head on the road to Midland as well. I mean, 4-game set with Frisco. And so far, it was just bad. I mean, Missions tried to get up there, and so far they can get up there. They got the opportunity here and now to put something out of this ballpark and to pretty much get even, if I will say that, on myself and stuff. I mean, you pretty much answered the whole entirety of the question, and that's going to be right there. And they're going to get him, and uh-oh, big mistake now as he'll get the runner. A double play. That will go from home to third, and that will do it. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Top of the second, Missions lead by 1. Here's Will Quisenberry as we start the top of the second for the Frisco RoughRiders. Pretty good as Missions scored 1 in the bottom half of the first inning. Here's a pitch by Valdez. That one's in there. Cold strike, count now 0-1. Good crowd we have here tonight on this first Tuesday of May. Glad that all of you guys are back for this 4-game series. That one is fouled and away. The count 0-2. Well, let's go ahead and give you some ball clubs here in the AA Texas League. We got Corpus Christi playing at Midland. Frisco here at San Antonio. Springfield and Northwest Arkansas. And Tulsa and the Travelers. That one right there. And that is going to be a passed ball as he will make it to first. And you don't see that every day. That score's decision will be an E2 on the play. Now here is Jordan Danks. Taco Bell double play will get him out of the danger spot as runners are on bases. Yeah, that E2 pretty much gets it going. I mean, if he comes around to score, he might come back and get haunted later. Well, how many bedrooms would you haunt in a house? I don't know. If it's a big house, I probably might haunt all of them. Why not? That one's hit in the air to the right field area. Moving under it, the right fielder making the play. There's 1 away. So the runner going from second to first will retreat back to first. Here is David Castaneda. Castaneda coming in, looking pretty good. Double play gets him out. 1-0. And the Taco Bell one. Yeah, we need a Taco Bell ground ball right here. If they could get that ground ball, it'd be really great. 1-0, too high, change up outside. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. Pretty good here right now as they're getting it pretty good. They're getting it hands down. Right there, the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. High in the air, and that will be a foul territory ball. And the count now evens 2-2. 1 on, 1 away. Top of 2. San Antonio 1-0 over Frisco. Swing and a miss. Gets him down for 2 away. What a great play and strikeout by Valdez. He's got that one. And so far, pretty good one as that one, Bob. I mean, he really found that target really well. Indeed he did, John. Indeed he did. He had it going. Four-seam fastball, and the count now is 0-1 to the designated hitter, Ryan Strasborger. .200 average. His opposition is really good. Look out, that one nearly got away, as that one nearly about took his nose off. Here's a 1-1. High in the air. Left field. Left fielder going under it. Making the play. Near the warning track, and that will do it for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a passed ball, one left. Bottom of the second coming up. 1-0 Missions. Rocky Gale coming in for the bottom of 2. And looking really well. Now the pitch. That one broken bat. And they will get that ball out of play and foul. They'll count 0-1. Pretty night. Temperature down now 69 degrees as the sun begins to go down. Missions and Frisco RoughRiders tonight here in beautiful San Antonio. And you just gotta love how fans are coming together on beautiful nights like this here in the summer. That one fouled and away. And the count now still going at 1-2 strikes. One and two. That one hit high in the air. Right fielder cannot get there. And still holding on. Here's a 1-2 down low. Four-seam fastball, and the count 2-2. Great fans here tonight. Texas Rangers and Padre affiliates. Right there, swing and a miss. The first guy here in the bottom of the second goes down on strikes.
Ramirez.
And now we got the defensive alignment for the Frisco RoughRiders tonight. So far, what do you see out there patrolling at first base? Well, you see Will Quisenberry. Guy out there first pretty much gets the job done as ground balls. So pretty good on this one. As the next batter comes. And out, that got him. Right there, throw, and he's got him out. And there is 2 away now. And we're going to have some time as we're going to have a quick pause as the pitcher tries to walk it off. Appeared to be his drive leg. And he's going to stay in this ball game. Now here is Ramon Alfonso as he strides in. Looking good. Pitch here. And that one's going to be lifted high in the air. Second baseman has it. And that will do it for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the top of the Frisco third. 1-0 Missions.
Leading off for Frisco.
Johnny Harris coming in as we start up the top half of the third inning for Frisco. And the pitch here, that one's going to be high in the air. Center field running after it, makes the beautiful play. As he gets that one, and there's one away. Now that one got to be a great play either. Regardless, he had that one as he gets going here in this one. Don't forget our live broadcasts is brought to you by our great friends at Dr. Pepper. Don't forget that every Tuesday night home game, Dr. Peppers are only $2, so make sure you come by the concession stand and grab one. Here's the Frisco RoughRiders batter, Ramon Delgado. He strides in the pitch. That field. Under it, encamped is the left fielder. 2 up, 2 down here in this half inning. Here is Felipe Neve. 0 for 1, a fly out in the first inning. So far, so good for Frisco. And this could be another 1-2-3 inning for the RoughRiders. Four-seam fastball, that one is down. And the count now 0-1. 2 away, nobody on. 1-0 San Antonio over the Frisco RoughRiders. And that one high in the air. Left fielder makes the play in foul territory to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Bottom half of the third coming up. Missions lead it by 1. Here is Luis Barora, the center fielder. 1 for 1, single and a run. As we go down to the bottom half of the third inning for San Antonio. Four-seam fastball, that one is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. Outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, I gotta tell you, John, this guy has just been really struggling. He only gave up 1 run and 3 hits.
Oh, that's out.
That one outside. On deck, Adam Zohoric. 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, he is just really not having it tonight. His pitch command is letting him down. I mean, tell you one thing. I mean, it kind of is. 3-1. And that one's going to be lined up the middle. That's going to get down for their extra bases. Going around first, going to second. And he's going to stretch it to a triple. And he's going to get there on an RBI triple, and nobody is out. Well, you do mean that there ain't nobody in to score as of yet, but he's the RBI, and he needs to be getting scored in by the next batter. You know, you are absolutely right. Now here's the next batter, Adam Zohoric. As he strides in, four-seam fastball, count now is 0-1. So pretty good here, looking for that RBI from the third to come in 90 feet away in from scoring. 0-1. That one swing and a miss, and the count no balls, 2 strikes. Pretty good night so far, fans. Still piling in on this first Tuesday of May. And that's going to be swing and a miss. Throw to first, get him down, 1 away. Well, it's not a big deal whether if you swing and miss, but it is costly when you do. Because so far you only have 3 outs every inning. And you only get 27 outs. After that 27th out is made, somebody wins. And either home or opponent teams would go down. I mean, it just depends who wins in the end. That ground ball was ball and no strikes to Miguel Cairo. First plate appearance, designated hitter was inherited a walk. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch here, swing and a miss. Count now 1-1. RoughRiders keeping an eye on their starter. pretty good here tonight for the RoughRiders. And that one is far down near the dirt even for the ball in the count, 2-1. Beautiful clear sky. Sun starting to go down. That one right there. 3 balls and 1 strike. And on deck, Brian Henley. Henley coming in, looking mighty well and sharp. Looking for ball 4. And there is the full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Cairo goes down. And he's out for out number 2. 2 away in this half inning. And now here is Brian Henley. 1 for 1, single in the first inning. Looking for that RBI that comes from third. If he could get one, and so far shake right there. Right to second, right to first. And the runner at third left stranded. So it's no runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left. 3 complete. On nearly top to the 4th. Now here is the right fielder for the RoughRiders, Josh Huggins. He's 0 for 1 with the fly out in the first inning. The pitch here, the 4-seam fastball, count now 0-1. High clouds, do you see the high clouds? I definitely see high clouds, Bob. It's looking very nice. High in the air, center field, making the play, the center fielder, high fly, and there is the first out of the inning. Before you continue, Bob, let's go to pitch beat comparison. So far, we look at Richard Valdez going a 3-mile-hour differential from Steve Johnson. Gotta say, these guys looking mighty well. They're high in the 90s. Here's Javier Roses. 0 for 1 fly out during his last plate appearance. And look out, boy howdy. Second time this man or anybody else nearly getting their noses taken off. That one will be fouled and away. And the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. That one inside, cold strike, a ball and 2 strikes the count. Well, he's got a pretty good pitch command. All he has to do is stay focused and keep his pitches going. That one high in the air. Souvenir. And yes, indeed, that one is going to be caught by somebody. That one will go foul, and the count now still remains at a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Get him down. 2 up, 2 down, a strikeout. And as you look at show track, as you see these pitches, there was exactly, shall I say, 6 pitches on that show track. And it is pretty good that they get him going. Here's Will Quisenberry, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second. So it could be a pretty good night for either side, whether Frisco or San Antonio. Well, it depends which side gets the most runs. I mean, we can't decide yet. This game's got a long way to go, and so far we don't know. Now, if San Antonio wins, I hope they can, because that would be really nice to get even up. Right there, high in the air. Center field, making the play, and he's got it for the final out. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Missions lead by that one.
Leading off the fourth inning.
Now here is Lance Levy as he strides in. To the bottom half of the fourth inning. That curveball way too high, and oh my gracious. That looked like a pretty good ball to hit. And evidently, it could have been a home run. Yeah, sometimes a pitcher can overshoot. And the batter can pretty much get a big high piece of cheese out in the middle of the air. And he can pretty much get it going. So that is right there. So the count now is no balls to 2 strikes to Lance Levy. And strike 3 right there. Get him down. As that will be the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Jimmy Lundy. Lined high right there, and the right fielder bobbles it a little bit as that will be off his sidearm. And that's going to get a base hit up in the right field area. So pretty good here tonight.
1-0.
Curveball outside. 1 ball, no strikes to the catcher, Rocky Gale. Strikeout in the second and is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be line high in the air. Center field making the play. And there is 2 up, 2 down in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Steve Ramirez.
Here is Steve Ramirez now. As he comes in. And that one down and in for the ball in the count 1-0. Ramirez, he grounded out in the second and is 0 for 1. So far, he's got to get that runner at first. Well, I hope he can, Bob. I mean, I hope and pray that you're right, because they need some guys out there. Right there, change up, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more chance here to get things going. 1-2. That one's going to be line high. Base hit up in the right field. And there's first to second. 2 aboard now. Still 2 away. Here is Ramon Alfonso. He popped out in the second and is 0 for 1. Boy, more runs can be huge if they could get something cooking in this one. Right there, slider, swing and a miss, and the count now is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 on, 1-0 missions. Four-seam fastball, that one down and outside. And the count now is 1-1. Pitch here, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. That one popped right there. In front. Right there. The first, he gets him. And that is the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Top half of the 5th coming up. Missions lead by 1. As we go to our quick break, Jordan Danks will lead off the Frisco, top of the 5th, when we come back. Now top half of the 5th bout ready to go. Here is Jordan Danks. She strides in for Frisco. High in the air and outside as a souvenir. And they count 0-1. Halfway home here tonight. Mission's got the upper hand, and there's the first out of the inning. The fly out in left field. And there is 1 away in that one. Here is David Castaneda. 0 for 1, strikeout in the 2nd. 6 balls, 33 strikes, total 39. For the starter, Richard Valdez, as that one is inside, cold strike. And the count 0-1. And John, I gotta say, his pitches have been really great. Yeah, so far strikes in this one has been really dominant by Richard, and all he's had was 6 balls. I mean, his pitching is really good. I mean, strikeout after strikeout, and make that another one. As there's 2 up, 2 down here in this one. As you look at this one, as we look at the RoughRiders, no runs, no hits, no errors, as we are playing up the top of the 5th inning. So it's a no-hitter for Frisco. Here's Ryan Strasborger. He strides in, and this could be another 1-2-3 inning. And right there, 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. 6 balls, 37 strikes, and total is 43. Now he's got it going. 0-1. That one popped foul. And the count now 0-2. Oh, 2. That one is foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Right there. That one is foul. And boy, I tell you one thing, it is just getting pretty good in this one. Looking in is Valdez. 0-2. Here's a knockout high in the air. And the left fielder runs it down, and they keep him off the board in the hit column, as that will do. 5 shutout innings in this one. The Missions lead it by 1. Here is Luis Barora, the center fielder. Triple and a single, and it's 2 for 2. Bottom of the 5th inning on this Tuesday night. Missions up by 1. That one high in the air. That will go out of play and foul. Pretty night, and gotta say the high clouds make a big difference here. That one inside, cold strike, and the count now is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch here, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and he's got him. There's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Adam Zohoric.
There is the shortstop, Adam Zohoric. 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts here in this one. 1 away, nobody on after the throw down for first. That one is right there. Lined, drive, and right from second to first.
The batter, number 6.
A play that goes down. Could have been a base hit if he would have missed it. Zohoric will go down. And there is 2 away here in the bottom of 5. Well, I tell you what, Bob, he nearly had that one. I mean, if he would have pretty much knocked that one a little bit more out of his glove way, then I would have said it would have been going down for the base hit. 4-seam fastball. That ball is outside, and the count now 1-1. Beautiful night, and so far this game pretty much going quick, and that is going to be going. Thought that would have been a fair ball. I mean, it probably bounced out. And there's going to be right there's the short to first. And they get him easily. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 5 complete here tonight. And it's on to the top of the 6. Here's Johnny Harris, a line out in the 3rd, and is 0 for 1 as we start up the top half of the visitor 6th inning. Pitch here, 4-seam fastball. That one outside, a ball and no strikes. 1-0. And that one outside, and the count now 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch by Valdez, number 50 here. And that's going to be lined up to center. And they finally crack the hit column. Boy, he would have had, if he could have gotten somewhere in there, which he did. That one was just up the middle. Second baseman could have had that one, and he would have gotten that to throw him out at first. Here's Ramon Delgadillo. And about ready to do a bunt here, and that's inside, called strike, and the count 0-1. Don't forget, tomorrow is Military Appreciation Day and also Star Wars Day as well. Oh yes, we did not forget to mention that May the 4th was Star Wars Day. I mean, as we all know that 2015 was the new Star Wars movie that came out. I mean, so far it was called Star Wars Episode 7, I do believe, and it was The Force Awakens. Yep, pretty right on that one. 0-2. That one, 4-seam fastball. Count now, a ball and 2 strikes. So, pretty much The Force Awakens will be out on DVD pretty soon. Now to 1-2. That one high in the air to left field. Left fielder moving near the warning track and makes the play for the first out of the inning. And what a way to get that one going. He's running it down. And hold everything, folks, as you see this guy right here, his 4-seam fastball has been 87% perfect in this ball game alone. Here's Felipe Neve as he strides in. And that one's going to be hit high in the air. Third baseman under it. Oh no, he drops it. So a error on that one. That goes down as a chalked up E5. Oh man, and that's really going to hurt you if he comes around and scores later on. You cannot make errors. And if you make a dozen errors, then so far you're pretty much going like crazy. And that one's going to be lined right there. That one will get down for a base hit. Boy, what the heck was that all about? I mean, that one went right off him. And it pretty much just bounced. Yeah, it sure did, didn't it? Now you got first and second. Now in the box is Josh Huggins. Nothing and one. That one outside. 1-1. Pretty good right here. 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second. And that is going to be lined up there. And they get him! My goodness. Trying to score from second. Lundy. Holy mackerel. Right in time. As he gets the ball, they get the force out. Boom! Now here's Javier Roses, the left fielder, is 0 for 2. 2 on, 2 away, top of 6, and they tried to get a tying run in to score. And if it could have been hit really hard, he would have been in there. And so far, Bob, you are correct on that one. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Nope. That one, 4-seam fastball, that count 1-1. One and one. Swing and a miss. The count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking to get out of the jam. 1-2. And that one's going to be well crushed high in the air. And that one, gone! A home run. And hold it, wait a minute, hold everything, folks. We're going to have a conference call down here. And we are going to see where this ball went. You know it's going to be a home run. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Why have a conference out there on the home plate area? Well, if we look, then you probably might be right, Bob. Wherever that ball might be, it could have been a home run. It was near the yellow foul pole. So it's going to stay fair. And we're going to have the conference now finish as the replay. He goes. Home run. Home run, 3-run shot by Frisco. RoughRiders on that Javier Roses on the 3-run shot. Goes 350 feet in the air. Now Frisco will take the lead. Boy, and I gotta say, you don't see that every day, but now you do. Well, Will Quisenberry coming out. Count now 0-2. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss. The 4-seam fastball. Count now 0-2. The Missions have the bottom half of the 6th inning to get some of these runs back. And hopefully get up in this one. That one hit high in the air. And that will go for a souvenir. Still holding on at no balls and 2 strikes. Well, that was a remarkable play when they got that runner out trying to score from second. Well, it's a good thing they did, but evidently too late on this one as that 3-run shot by Roses. Boy, he really just blistered that ball, and that one was pretty much gone, as you could say. So pretty much I was right on that one. That one lined high in the air, out of play. Top of the 6th, Frisco 3, Missions 1. Frisco RoughRiders will take the lead after that contested play. It was not contested. I mean, you look at it. That one high in the air. That one gone, a home run. So make that a triple and a single on top of that. Quisenberry really lit that one high fly in the air. And man, they're really letting them have it. Solo shot by Quisenberry, 401 feet. And Frisco will tighten their grip now. It is 4-1. Boy, and whatever's going on with this mission starter, he's really having a big fit now, as he pretty much gave up at least the 4 runs hit allowed. Well, so far, Bob, I will say it, he pretty much, how I say, screw himself to the point of no tomorrow, and gotta say, that one right there, pretty bad for him. Right to third, right to first. If they get him down easily, the side is retired. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Should I say 1 error in the inning. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Frisco leads it 4-1. Yeah, you're gonna say Missions on that one, but RoughRiders have it on this one. Here's Brian Henley now as we start up the bottom half of the 6th inning. So far, San Antonio looking to get some runs back and preserve in this one. High in left field. Moving under it, the left fielder will make the play. 1 high fly ball. And 1 away in this one. Here's Lance Levy now, as he comes in. 1 for 2, single and RBI. Beautiful night as you see the high clouds. And that's going to be lined right there for a right field base hit. So pretty good one, as that was hit pretty hard. And that'll bring in Jimmy Lundy. Lundy is coming in, looking sharp. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that ball gets away, and the count now is 0-1. Runner at first, 1 away. Bottom of 6, 4-1 Frisco. RoughRiders lead by 3. That one is hit foul. And the count now 0-2. Well, I tell you one thing. Those Frisco RoughRiders really outplaying this team right here. That one is going to be in the dirt, but he goes and swings and misses. And that will do for the second out of the inning. Here is Rocky Gale. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit high in the air, right field. Right fielder tries to get this one, but he can't get there, and the count now 0-1. Pitch here down low, and the count now 0-2. Runner at first, 2 away. sun already going down. Little bit of light is left.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And the four-seam fastball, count now, a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. That one far and wide. Count now is 2 and 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. That one lined, and that one will go foul. Two and 2. That's going to be line high in the air. Right fielder has it, and he makes the play. And that is the final out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We head for the 7th. Frisco leads by 3. Back here for Texas League Baseball on this Tuesday night, as we give you your line look of the scores, and so far there is where that 4 sits in the top half of the 6th inning. RoughRiders had the 4 spot in that one. Here's David Castaneda now, as we start up the top half of the 7th inning. The pitch, right in, code strike, going 1. Well, and really, it's starting to turn into a epic duel, whether one team wins, one team loses, but it is the difference and the great significance of having starters on the mound. One starter has a pretty good day, the other starter, well, shall I say, all hell could break loose at any time. I mean, well, you got that right, Bob, but do you actually have to say hell and stuff? Well, sometimes, you know, I was a man in New York. You know, I watched the New York Yankees and New York Mets play each other. 1 and 2. High in the air. And there's another one hit out of the ballpark. And that one's gone, a home run. Solo shot by Castaneda. And Frisco will lead this ball game by 4. Boy, this guy really blistered this ball out of here. It was high in the air. And now the RoughRiders will lead by the 5 runs.
Designated hitter, Ryan Straussberger.
Here is Ryan Straussberger, as he strides in 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. No balls and 1 strike. 4-seam fastball, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. That one hit the third. He's got to hurry, and he can't beat the throw.
Now batting, second baseman.
And boy, I gotta say, this guy is fast as lightning. Yeah, so far he might be, Bob. I mean, you look at it, he was already over the plate before the ball even tried to get him. And the pitch here. That one high in the air. And that will go into left field. And he's got it at the wall. Runner going from second to first. And he's going back up. He's got it. So he's going to be a 1-out double.
Third baseman.
That could have been a throw to second. Or first, shall I say. Well, what good will you do to get at first? He was already there. He left first to go over to be at second. So, There's pretty much not going to be an out on that play. Lifted high in the air. Center fielder makes the play. No advance from the second base area.
Now batting.
I mean, so far so good on that one. Glad he didn't, but evidently you would have the sixth potential run being at 90 feet away. Here's Felipe Neve. He strides in. And that's going to be lined. And he's going to miss it. My goodness. The run in to score from second. And RoughRiders will lead by 5. Boy, and Mission's not having a good night so far. As now Richard Valdez giving up 6 runs in this ball game. And time is going to be called as here comes the manager. And that's going to do it for Richard Valdez here tonight. So a pretty good night for him. Turns all hell breaks loose. And we'll say that it is not a good one. Lucas Woodson stepping in, a right-hander. We'll get the pitch going. And so far he needs to come in and make something happen. And we're going to go ahead and take our commercial break. Dr. Pepper commercial. While Lucas Woodson begins warming up his pitches. Back for more after this. Well, here is Josh Huggins now. 1 for 3, a single and a run. As we start up the top of the 7th, and that's in there for the cold strike and the count 0-1. Oh, and 1. And he's going. Pitch, throw, and he drops it. Oh, my goodness. Runner from first to second nearly got the ball, and it got out of his glove. Well, he could have had it, but ball just kicked right off the glove, and that means Neve will be up in second. That one upstairs, count now 2-1. Home runs here tonight. And you see that 3 on there for the RoughRiders. That one, pretty much, they've got the missions on the run if they can't get these home runs in. On deck is the 3-run home run man. That is Javier Roses. Yeah, that 3-run shot did them pretty good. 3-1. That one inside, called strike, and the count now is full. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 right there. Get them down. And that will do for this half inning. So it's at least 1 run on a few hits, no errors. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Frisco leads by 5. Steve Ramirez will strike in as we lead off the home half of the 7th. And now it's going to be lifted high in the air to center. Moving under it, the center fielder making the play for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Ramon Alfonso.
That'll bring in Ramon Alfonso, 0 for 2 in the ground out and the pop out. Pitch here, and that one's going to be lined right to second, and he's got it for 2 away.
Center fielder, Luis Barora.
That'll bring in Luis Barora. Next batter, 2 for 3, triple and a single. Coming in. Pretty good night so far, but in the losing end, Missions down 5 runs in this ball game alone. Yeah, and it's because the other starter pretty much let the best get to him. When you let it get under your skin, you know the possibility. You know in the end, you're pretty much done for the night. So, why not? 2 balls and no strikes. Now one outside slider. And the count now 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Looking in for his first walk. And swing and a miss. And the count now is 3-1. Three and 1. That one hit high in the air to right field. Right fielder has it, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 8th. Frisco leads 6-1.
Leading off for the RoughRiders.
We look at Javier Roses as he blistered a 3-run home run back in the top half of the 6th inning. And so far pretty good for his side as they will push out that home run. Fair as it is, the umpire conveyed they knew a home run came into place. So, Bob, it was not a contested home run. And you see what I told you? You see what happens when a home run is hit near the foul pole? Well, pretty much that one was so far a pretty good one. Yeah, you're pretty much right there, Bob. So no balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top half of the 8th for Frisco. And that's going to be lined right there, and that will go foul. Just at the very last second. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch here. And that one going to be lined up in the right field for a base hit. And that ball gets away. But unlucky this time. Could have been unluck. But instead, ball at third base will get a third baseman to get his glove on it. Boy, and that manager, he's really not happy, and I don't know why. But these guys are winning tonight. I mean, big deal if you get a ball on your glove and stuff, but evidently you know already. Here's Will Quisenberry. Here's a pitch here, right there, inside, cold strike, and the count 0-1. Team hits tonight, RoughRiders 9. 9 hits, Missions 7. And so far, pretty good here. That one's going to be lined up in the center field for a base hit. And they're not going to stop, and he's in to score. Now the RoughRiders get in 7-1.
Now batting, the center
Here's
fielder,
Jordan Danks. Danks coming in, and did he held up? No, he did not. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, and pretty much the starter, Richard Valdez, lit his team down tonight. He thought he had it cruising along. He had the 1 run, and he literally just screwed his ball club. And that right there is for darn sure. Here's the 0-2. That one down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 8th, already a run in to score, and that one's going to be hit right there. Right there at first, and there is the first out of the inning.
catcher, David Castaneda.
So here's Castaneda as he strides in on that solo shot. And boy, I gotta say, these guys really putting a whipping on the missions tonight. Yeah, because you allow so many runs given up by the starter. You're really just gonna keep going until they bash your head through a wall, and it's already turned into that. Right there, high in the air, that gets down for the base hit. That will go down as an RBI triple. And RoughRiders will lead now 8-1.
Designated hitter, Ryan Straussberger.
Now here is Ryan Strasborger. And so far, we're going to have another break here as that will do. And that's going to bring in Enrique Diaz, 6'2",
Number 10,
203 pounds, and age 24. So far, 8-1 is our score. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause here. And we'll be right back on MLB The Show. Just stay tuned. That's right. Thank you, Bob. Stay tuned, everybody. More on the way. Well, here's Ryan Strasborger now as 1 on and 1 away here in the top of the 8th inning. Runner at third. And is that going to be held up at time? No, he goes in for a strike in the count, 0-1. 8-1 Frisco. RoughRiders lead by 7 in this ball game. Four-seam fastball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. High in the air to the right field area. Moving under it, the right fielder. And he makes the play, tagging from third. And run number 9 in to score. RoughRiders will lead by 8 runs. Now here is Johnny Harris, the second baseman. 1 for 3, single in the 6th. 9-1 Frisco and the RoughRiders. 0-1 the count. And the count now is 0-1. Nothing and 1. That one fouled and away, and the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one hits high in the air and out of play. Oh, and 2. That one hits high in the air. Right fielder moving under it, makes the play, and that will end the inning. So it is 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. Frisco leads it by 9-1. Adam Zahoric 0 for 3, a ground out in the 5th inning. Strides in. And the pitch. That one's going to be lined up the middle for a center field base hit. So pretty good as go back to the top of the order now. Here's the designated hitter. And that is Miguel Cairo. And the pitch. That one's going to be lifted high in the air to left field. Left fielder moving under it, makes the play. And there is the first out of the inning. Well, we look at our line score, and so far we look. The Frisco RoughRiders came back with their 4 runs that they held up in the top of the 6th inning. So far a double in the 7th and tripled in the 8th inning, shall I say. Top half of the 8th inning. Boy, I gotta say, these RoughRiders be like, well, you know what? We gotta win it, and we will. Evidently on that one. So no balls and 2 strikes. 9-1, bottom of the 8th. And right there, swing and a miss. And there is 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Lance.
In this one. Here it's Lance Levy now. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit high in the air to the right field area. Right fielder will make the play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 8 full, on now to the top half of the 9th. 9-1 RoughRiders.
Third baseman,
Ramon Delgadio strides in. And so far there is 3 outs for both sides. And so far pretty good here on this one. That one lifted high in the air. Center fielder makes the play. And there is 1 away.
now batting, shortstop, Felipe Nieve.
Here is Felipe Nieve. He strides in. Pretty good here on his side. And the pitch. That one inside, cold strike, and the count 0-1. And did he hold up? No, he did not. Count now is 0-2. That one's going to be hit into the right field area, shall I say. I mean the right field? Yeah, that's what I said. Right field.
Right fielder, Josh Huggins.
That'll bring in Josh Huggins. And that's going to be a ball and no strikes. One for 4 by the single. One-0. Swing and a miss. That one he chases outside, and the count now is 1-1. 1-1. That one down low, and the changeup is 2 balls and a strike. Two and one. That one swing and a miss, and the count now is 2 balls to 2 strikes. Two and two. That one right there popped right to the first baseman, and there is 2 away.
The batter, left fielder.
Left fielder is Javier Roses. Hit a 3-run home run. Back up in the top of the 6th inning. And that one is down low in the count, 0-1. Nothing and 1. That one inside, called strike, in the count 0-2. And did he go? Right there to first. Back in standing. High in the air to the right field area. Moving under it, the right fielder makes the play, and that will end the inning. So another chance here, as they will have one more in the bottom half of the 9th. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the Mission's half of the 9th inning. Frisco leads 9-1.
Left fielder, Jimmy Lundy.
Here's the left fielder, Jimmy Lundy, as we start the bottom of the 9th and the improbable odds of coming back in this one. Well, when you talk about the improbable odds, well, I will say Missions can still come back. All they have to do is get some runs, regroup, retally. And, you know, that's all they got to do is to come back in this one and try to get this game a winning run. Right there in left field, as that will be caught by the first out of the inning. And so far, 2 more outs remain. Here is Rocky Gale. Gale is coming in. And so far, so good. Right there, 1 ball and no strikes. Ball and no strikes. Pitch here. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That one popped right there. That will go foul. 24 balls and 68 strikes, total in 92. That one right there, foul. So the count now still holds at a ball and 2 strikes. That one's going to be hit high in the air in right field. Right fielder has it. And there is 2 up, 2 down. And fans beginning to head towards the exits now. And about ready to go in this one. Here's Steve Ramirez. Last chance here in this ball game. Evidently this one tonight is won by the Frisco RoughRiders. They have a 8-run differential. So the count now is a ball and no strikes. Right to third, right to first. And that right there, guys, is the ball game. So the RoughRiders, they win the first of this 4-game set at San Antonio. And pretty much they just did it right here. So we will be back with our final tallies. And pretty good, as we had a pretty great Tuesday night. And another line look at the Frisco RoughRiders. And the missions here tonight. Frisco beats the first of 4 in this one. So far we look at Steve Johnson. 9 strikeouts on his lecture so far. And he will be our top Frisco player of the game. Nine to 1 the final here tonight, as the Frisco RoughRiders take game 1 of this 4-game series. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Star Wars night and Military Appreciation night as well. For all of us, so long till tomorrow.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious RoughRiders. 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Missions, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.